It's time for NXT to take over Philadelphia, and I'm going to give you my predictions for the winners of each match. But there really are no losers, because I think with each match, the loser goes up to the main roster after this show. So here we go.
Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno.
This has the chance to be the show stealer of the night. Velveteen Dream is having incredible matches. Cassius Ohno can have incredible matches. So if they're both on to Saturday night, it's going to be one heck of a match. I think Velveteen Dream gets the win. They seem to be going all in on him, and that's not a surprise because he's had that incredible match against Alistair Black. He's great on promos. He is just the total package as far as an NXT superstar goes. So I think Velveteen Dream wins. Cassius Ohno, possible surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. So if not, I think he comes up to the main roster. I think SmackDown would be a good fit for him, but they might send him to Raw. Who knows? But I'm ready for one great match between these two.
Alistair Black versus Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match.
Philly being the spiritual home of ECW, it just stand to reason that they were going to have an Extreme Rules match on this card. I'm sure we'll get multiple ECW chants going after any big violent spot. As far as the winner, I think Adam Cole definitely comes out on top. I hope they leave him down on NXT. I hope they leave the entirety of the Undisputed Era on NXT just for a little bit, just to give that entire roster a rub, to get them to legitimize everything down there as famous and world renowned as Cole and Fish and O'Reilly are. I think Cole gets the win, and Alistair Black going up to the main roster. At least I hope so. He has really shined down in NXT, and I hope they give him a nice big push when he does come up.
NXT Tag Champions Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag titles.
I really thought long and hard before I came to the realization that I really like the Undisputed Era to stay down in NXT. And so I think Fish and O'Reilly retain the titles. The Authors of Pain are an incredible, formidable team. Fish and O'Reilly use some heel tactic to squirm their way out of this match, I think, and somehow retain the titles. I think that gives just legitimacy to the NXT tag titles for them to have a nice little run. I don't see them holding onto those belts past the Takeover in New Orleans. But I definitely see them keeping it in Philly, and the Authors of Pain going up to the main roster. You kind of need a big monster team over on Raw. You've got a couple over on SmackDown, the Bludgeon Brothers. Even though they're not really getting a push, Ascension, given a push, could really look like a strong team, even though they look to have given up on them to an extent. But you need a big monster team over on Raw. I think AOP fits the bill, and I think Fish and O'Reilly keep the belts just to give that title a little more shine.
NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title.
If you watch my channel, you know I'm not a big fan of when MMA fighters come into the world of professional wrestling. And it's not because of them. It's because of the way they're booked. They're always touted as being a legitimate fighter coming into the world of wrestling. And we're wrestling fans. We know what's what. We know it's a work. But, pointing that out and acting like, oh, MMA is the real thing. Wrestling's fake. It's a slap in the face, I feel. That being said, I think Shayna Baszler does win the women's title Saturday. It seems like she buzzsawed through the Mae Young Classic. I thought she was going to win the whole thing. I was pleasantly surprised when Kairi Sane ended up winning. That's why I think Shayna gets the belt. They can work a full program with her and Kairi with the belt. Plus, I think they have bigger plans for Ember Moon. Watch my Royal Rumble prediction video to learn my thoughts about that. So, after Saturday, your new NXT Women's Champion, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
NXT Champion Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT title.
Before the last takeover, I thought that Drew McIntyre would drop the belt. I thought he was headed right up to the main roster, and Andrade would get the win. Unfortunately, McIntyre got hurt. That main roster call-up is going to take a little longer than we'd hoped. But I also thought that Almas would be a transitional champion. He would only hold the belt for one cycle until the next takeover. And I still think that. I think Johnny Gargano gets the win Saturday. I know a lot of people are thinking that Tommaso Ciampa will show up and interfere and cost Johnny the title. But I don't think you need that kind of a heat. I mean, Ciampa coming back. Johnny wants some revenge for, the breakup. I think the story is a little better if Johnny has the title. Tommaso can cut a great promo about how, well, if I'd been here, you wouldn't be champ. You wouldn't even have sniffed the belt. All that great heel stuff. And set up what will be a great match at probably looks like Takeover New Orleans, the week of WrestleMania. So, like I said, your new champ after Saturday, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. So there's who I think will win at Takeover Philadelphia. Tell me who you think will win this Saturday in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this video the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Go over to facebook.com/the Family One Kickout. Like the page over there. I'll be doing a Facebook Live event after Takeover. Since I don't have to get up early in the morning, I'll be able to stay up and give my thoughts on the show. So definitely go and like the page so you can check that out. Follow me on Twitter at Festus74. I'll be live tweeting during Takeover so we can share our thoughts about the event. And until next time, remember, when life has you pinned, always kick out.